Hi everybody, welcome to this edition of FAQs and Faves, and I'm going to share with you some of the favorite questions that I've had, and I'm so embarrassed that I haven't been able to be online and answer comments like I enjoy doing. I enjoy interacting with each of you guys, but between each video that I put out, it takes me at least 15 hours, or on average 15 hours to edit each one of those. I'm trying to do 2 videos a week, keep you updated on my van build out, help with the van build out, help my friends wherever I can, and it's just a lot, and so I'm behind on comments, and I thought this might be a way for me to catch up with you, let you know that I really care about all of your comments and my wonderful viewers, and I look forward to interacting with you individually soon. But right now, I also want to give a shout out to my friend Robert, who helped me with a checklist of ways to edit the videos and everything, where it would take me a lot longer than the 15 hours. And he's also probably the least paid on-call tech there is. So thank you, Robert. I wouldn't be able to do any of this without all of my friends, but I'll get back to commenting to each of you as soon as I can, and back to my routine as soon as I can. And the van build out is going so great. I'll have another video on that coming up, and I am sharing pictures on Facebook and on Instagram, and then of course here on the YouTube channel. So I have a lot of you have said how blessed I am with such good friends, and I just have to say amen to that. I'm rich and blessed with friends that are helping me with all of this, and not to mention these 2 little fur babies. And you know, this van build out is no less than if you guys had helped somebody get a new wheelchair and a wheelchair lift. I love what Martin Lake, and I'm going to use my phone for some of this because I want to be sure I get some of these questions and quotes right. But Martin Lake, one of my wonderful viewers, he said, just because a disability is less obvious doesn't make it less challenging. And that's so true. And I hope to be an advocate for TBI and a spokesperson, because I'm now a member of a few TBI forums and Facebook groups, and across the board it seems to be difficult for all of us because people can't see in there and see the damage that's done. So just know that this van build out is equivalent to something like that you guys have done for me. Anyway, I'm thrilled to share this journey of joy with you on my van, and let's see what some of you are asking. Let's see, Velia, and I hope I get these names right. If I don't, please forgive me. Okay, so Velia Garcia said, why did you clean out the van? Well, my friends are helping me rebuild it from the bottom up and putting cabinets and everything so that I can stay on the road. I shared with you guys that I had declined the offer to put in a solar system because I realized I couldn't stay on the road without securing things better than they were. And so to put in cabinets and a kitchen, we took everything out. So I hope that answers that question, Velia. And Deborah Shaw says, about putting in the screws, washers, and bolts for the holes in the floor. How did we do that? Well, that's where I got to go on a creeper underneath the van. And my friend Brian, he was in the van, and he put the screws through, or the bolts. Let me make sure I get this right. Yeah, he put the bolts through, and then I would put the washer on, and he put the screws through. Oh my gosh. See, it's apparent. Okay, he put the screws through, and then I was underneath on the creeper, and I would put a washer on and then a bolt. And sometimes I got that backwards, so I had to redo it. But I would put a washer on and then the bolt, and then I would hold it with a wrench really, really tight while he screwed it down tight from up on top. And so we did that 24 times, and we got all of those holes filled in. So I hope that answers your question, Deborah. Kathy Girly Girl says that, oh, she was saying that she thinks it might have been tedious, but what if I carried a notepad with me? And then I've had other people too, and thank you guys for looking out for me and being concerned and coming up with ways that might help me. But I had somebody else say something too about, little whiteboards and everything. And when I went to TBI rehab, and we learned a lot of tools, and from whiteboards to apps on our phone and all kinds of things. And I use all of that. I have apps on my phone that help me. I use my reminders a lot. Carrying a notepad around with me doesn't work because it just sometimes makes me more confused and I have to remember to look at it. But technology helps a lot. And yes, I'm using a whiteboard right now to help me remember what to say to you guys. So there's all kinds of, oh, I'm sorry, baby girl. There's all kinds of tips and tricks to help, and those of us with a TBI, trust me, we use them all. Those of us that are the lucky ones that are able to do that, we use them all. So thank you, but keep the ideas coming because you never know. I've learned so much from you guys. And also, when you leave a comment on my channel, please make it to where I can reply back to you. I'm not sure why, but sometimes I go and I write a comment and I write something back to a few of you, and bye-bye. Nani just left. And then it won't go because you've got it blocked somehow or something. So, it would be nice to be able to answer you online if you leave a comment. Let's see, JRB, is that Junior B or JRB? I'm not sure. But he wants to know about if I use a GPS tracking system. And I'm happy to say that with the funds, I was able to get a spot, and my friend Sue Ann is going to help me set it up, and so that I will be able to stay in touch with people, and my real close friends and like my trustee and Sue Ann and others will even be able to see where I am at all times. It kind of leaves like a little trail. It's really cool. And so Sue Ann helped me pick that out, and she's going to help me set it up. So yay, thank you. See, I'm telling you, this has been so life-changing and life-saving, truly. Okay, String Bender 57. Oh, I love what you said about this, that assisted living is a blessing when absolutely necessary. And I just want to say that I keep saying as I would die in assisted living, and that's not a slam or a dish. Ah, she's back. Can you lay down for me, please? Okay, lay down right here. Lay down. Good girl. That's not a slam or a diss against assisted living. What a blessing that there are places like that to go to. It's just that I with my money situation, my income or lack of income, I guess you could say, I don't get to go to the nicer ones, and it just would be, for me, a slow death until it's absolutely necessary. But Stringbender 57 is right. What a blessing those places are. So, and the people that work there, God bless you too. I've never meant anything negative when I say that I just can't do that. All right, so let's see. Go Further Bug says, and you always have very kind things to say. Go Further Bug, thank you. They reminded me that my YouTube channel is a creative outlet and a way to share my experiences. And thank you all for joining me on that journey. And it's therapeutic, and he's so right. And it's also a job, and clearly with the hours that it takes me to maintain it, it is a job. And he says something about if I make money off of my creative expression, then good for you. And some people have said something about making money on YouTube, and I do this channel for two reasons. One is to give people a glimpse of van dwelling life out here, and also to be a voice for TBI and to show what it's like to live in a van with a disability. So my channel is kind of twofold, and it makes a little bit of money, like pennies on a dime. whatever that saying is, pennies on a dollar? I don't know. But what I'm trying to say is it makes a little bit of money, but it is nothing like the bigger channels like Carolyn, my friend Carolyn from Carolyn's RV Life, and my friend Bob from Cheap RV Living, Bob Wells, and Fanatic Nomad, or Nomad Fanatic. My channel doesn't make that kind of money, but it is an outlet, and it's therapeutic, and it keeps me connected. And Nani Ken, lay down. Sorry. It keeps me connected, and it keeps me going. I'll be honest with you, it was hard to do this video today because I'm wanting to be outside and helping my friend with my van, but I've only done one video this week, and I didn't get to do one yesterday, and I'm committed to keeping this channel going. And so it's a job, and it's one that I'm glad that I can do, and I'm grateful to be able to do it. So I feel like I'm yammering. So next, all right, Brenda Davis says, my finances are my business. And Brenda, you're right about that. But the thing is that when people have donated to help me with my disability and to function better, I have no problems sharing how I'm spending that money and what I'm doing with it. And my finances are my business. But when you go public with something like that, I think that opens up the arena beyond that. So thank you for your concern, Brenda, and thank you for looking out for me. I'm not sharing what I share about money and the van build out and everything because I feel like it's everybody's business. I feel like I owe it to the people that have helped me, and I want to be transparent about all of that. It's a pleasure for me to share all of that with my wonderful viewers. Shelley Chapman, when is the summer RTR for 2017? Well, Shelley and a couple other people have asked about that too. I'm not the resource for that. Bob Wells is the creator and founder and organizer and owner of the RTR in Quartzsite, and so you can go to his YouTube or his website, and he will always post it and let us know when he's going to have it. I can tell you that it always coincides with the opening of the big tent. He tries to wind down the RTR when the big tent is opening up. So you can follow that even on the Quartzsite website. It's a little tongue twister. To see when the big tent in 2018 is going to be for the winter RTR. I just realized you asked for the summer RTR. Golly Moses. Okay, summer RTR, I have no clue. Summer RTR, you got to contact Bob. I don't even know if he's going to hold one. So anyway, there you go. A lot of information about winter RTR dates and summer RTR. I have no clue. If he has one, that'd be great. Tracy C. I love this. She says she loves the RV community, and her daughter is going to drive her to the next RTR, and she likes camping but not driving, and she has a toy hauler, and she wanted to know if anyone else had a toy hauler at the RTR. And oh my gosh, Tracy, yes, there were toy haulers, there were buses, there were small pods, there were tents, there's everything you can imagine. But yes, toy haulers. And a lot of people with toy haulers have blogs. I'm not sure about YouTube channels, but girlfriend, Google it. There's a lot of toy haulers out there, and you're going to have fun meeting them. And good for you on finding a way to get to attend these. You guys and your resourcefulness just amaze me. Deb Caron, I hope I get that right. Anyway, she wants to know about my necklaces, and I meant to have those out. And in fact, I'm gonna stop and get my necklaces out and answer that question. Hold on. I I want to share with you 4 different ones I have that have very special meaning to me and that have a story. My friend Reverend David Howard gave this one to me, and it's a harmony pendant. You can go to harmonypendants.com and find out about it. It represents oneness and love, and I love it. I love you too, David. Thank you. This one was given to me by my friend Sue Ann. Thank you, Sue Ann. And it was given to her by Katie Two Knives. And I just love it. It has a very special meaning because it was given to Sue Ann by Katie because and she gave it to me because the 3 of us share a bond over having lost children. So that's very special to me, and isn't it beautiful? And then my friend Kendall, who now lives in Florida, a lot of you know her, made this for me and shipped that to me. Isn't that lovely? I just love that one too. And my friend Tracy, that gave me all of the wonderful fabric in my van, gave this lovely necklace to me, and it's a Tibetan necklace. Means a lot. So yes, all 4 of my necklaces have a story that I often wear, and thank you for asking. I love the people that gave them to me, and I love wearing them. Jean C. says, you have gorgeous hair. Thank you, Jean. That's from my daddy. I got the curls from him and the thickness from him, and it's great now, but when I was in high school in the 70s, having hair out to here was not fun when Cher was going around with her silky long hair going, yeah, I couldn't do that or I'd get tangled in it. So anyway, I love my hair today. I've reconciled with it, and yes, I'm grateful for it. And thank you to my daddy and that whole side of the family for my hair. Love to travel away. Oh, she wanted to know where I got my jacket, and she was talking about my thick winter jacket, and my friend Judy gave that to me, and it's from LL Bean. I love to travel away, so I hope that you can find it. It's a great jacket, keeps me warm. Let's see, we've got Darling 4713. Wants to know if there's any women in their 40s at the RTR, and I just want to say that not only at the RTR, but out here on the road, there are a lot of young people. Freecampsites.net, they are a younger couple. They're I'm sorry that my friends are all my age and that it looked like I was representing older people. But if you'll look at my interviews of part 1 and part 2, Women at the RTR, there were a couple of those ladies that were even younger than 40. So I just want to say there are a lot of people of varied ages out here on the road. And yes, they're especially young. We're getting more and more young people out here, and I just love that. About my insulation, Bruce Payton says that he's seen someone put thin boards the length of the van and then run screws into that on the ceiling and on the sides. And yes, Bruce, that is a very common way to do that, and then put walls over that and finish that out. But then you lose the ribs, and that's what I didn't want to happen. I wanted to keep my ribs in the van exposed so that I could use them for magnets and to hang things. And I remember too, and I don't have it on here. Oh no, I do. Elaine S. wants to know if heavy duty magnets would work to keep the foam boards and material up that I used. And I don't think so, Elaine, because you have to use heavier, thick fabrics, otherwise the glue shows through, because you have to use a heavy-duty adhesive and to put the material on the boards, and that makes it too heavy, I think, for any kind of magnets. But heavy-duty Velcro would probably work. I just didn't go that route because of finances. I wanted to keep the cost down. So heavy-duty Velcro would probably work. And a lot of people have had specialty questions about their insulation because they've got a big thick curve, and can you do 2 boards and all of that, and I'm not your best resource for that, but you might want to go to the CRVL forum or to any of the Facebook fan dwelling groups and ask that question. People that have knowledge around that can help you. I just know how I did it, and that's what, and it works for me, and it keeps condensation down, and it keeps me warm in the winter and cool in the summer. So somebody else had asked that. Texas to Sturgis, TX to Sturgis. You said it's a good idea to pull up the mat on the underneath the seats, because there might be rust hiding underneath there too. And I sure hope not. It looks okay underneath the carriage, and when I recently took it to a mechanic, they checked everything out and it looks okay. But I can't get that up. It would take requiring taking the seats out and that thing in the middle, and then specialty tools to get all that up, because it is like sealed to the floor. So I hope that means that it's okay underneath there. That's not a project we can do right now, but thank you for thinking of that. You're always looking out for me. Let's see. And then Joey Hip Hop, I got to get my glasses on to see all these numbers. Hang on. Joey Hip Hop 2008, Dwayne 4, and Mark Picas, I hope I'm saying that right, had some concerns about me sanding the rust and then just using Rust-Oleum to paint it. And I thank you again for the concern. And yes, I should have worn a mask. I did wear a mask when I painted, but it was just surface rust, and we cleaned it really good. And the Rust-Oleum does, at least it builds itself, and the guy at the paint store said that it helps prevent rust, and so that's what we painted my floor with, and it was just surface rust, and I feel like we treated it really well. I wish I'd have gotten your comments first, and then maybe could have done it differently, but hopefully this will be good enough. And thank you for posting all of that information so that others can read the comments and know what to do. And maybe on my blog I'll give an update on that, so that that information is out there. So thanks, guys. And that also, I want to say, I'm going to just list some names of people that have given me resources. Off Track Traveler and Phil Leo gave me leads to other YouTube channels for TBI Thrivers, and I'm going to list resources on my blog, and so thank you, guys. That has just been so wonderful to connect with other TBI Thrivers and hear their stories and share mine. So thank you. Dr. Mary Adkins, thank you for the TBI Facebook group you hooked me up with. Jeanette Waverly, you gave me the escapeescare.org, and I'll share that too, because that is a great resource for anybody that can't be on the road anymore but doesn't want to give up their freedom of their trailer and everything. Unfortunately for me, it wouldn't work. It's $800 and something a month. At least that's what they were billing, or at least what I saw. So, but for others, what a jewel that might be. So thank you, my wonderful viewers, for always thinking of me and giving me and everybody else out there alternatives. And Tracy Cook gave me Dr. John Bergman's videos. Anyway, thank you guys so much. And a lot of you have shared that you have a disability, or that you are a caretaker, or having struggles in your life, and just too many names to get right. I started listing them on here, and I don't want to leave anyone out. So to all of you, I'm just going to say, please keep sharing, please keep connecting, and just remember that you've got this. We're in this together. Drifty Van Dweller, I love your comments, and you said you are a strong wagon train woman. I loved that, wagon train woman, because living in a van is a lot like pioneering days. I mean, it's a lot easier. Obviously, I'm not in a covered wagon, but living in the elements and watching the weather and traveling with the weather, and not having, I can't flip a switch and have electricity and all kinds of things, makes me feel often like a pioneer woman. And I used to love the show Wagon Train. I always wanted to be Rowdy Yates. Of course, that was Clint Eastwood, and I was too young to know that and have a heartthrob on him at the time. I did later, but I loved Wagon Train, and I always wanted to be Rowdy Yates, and so being called a strong wagon train woman really touched my heart. Thank you, Drifty Van Dweller. Let's see, what else? Sharon, Gypsy Dove, and Norel Works, and some others were like, quit teasing us, or not quit teasing us, but thought that I was being a big tease about the van build out. Well, I don't know how else to do it other than like day 1, day 2, and 3, and then I think the next one will be days 3 through 5. So there might be other ways to do it, and I'm open to suggestions, but I kind of only can think chronologically on how to share it with you guys. I didn't mean to be teasing. Plus, we really are still in the middle of it, so I'll keep doing it that way and get it out there for you. I especially since it takes me so long to edit these and think everything through, I don't know how else to do it. So I'm sorry for the tease. And to everyone that keeps sharing with me here in the States that wants to do this, and those from abroad, I'm so glad that you're here on my channel. And again, if this is something you want to do, Coco, keep on keeping on, my wonderful viewers. You'll get it. Don't ever give up. So this is longer than I meant for it to be, and I'm not going to have time to edit it because I need to get out there and help my friends with the van and get on with my day. But I just needed to connect with you, and so if you have any more comments or questions, please leave them. I'll get back to you, I promise. We'll see you down the road.